So I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of the customer portal that we've had bespoke built for our customers. I'm going to show you the various different functionalities of it and hopefully make it easier for you to use. So obviously when you click into login, you'll be provided with your password and your reset options. This is the login page. Hit that login button and it should load your dashboard. So as you can see, this is a test account, so there's not a lot of information on it, but hopefully it'll show you what's going on. So on this dashboard, it does show you live quotes. It would also show you live bookings as well if there was any. So you can see kind of quotes that are still not closed off, if you like, either they've not been booked or not been cancelled, and any bookings that you've currently got going on. So first thing to do is show you how you can get a quote. So if you hit the get a quote button there, you'll see that our quote wizard comes up. So you can just type in your collection address. So this search bar is basically just like Google searching an address. So you can type in the company, if you type it correctly, click next for the next page, and we're going to have a delivery to Westminster Abbey. Very random, don't know why that was in my head. Push that through. It then will ask you for some various information on any extra stops. So if you wanted to put on additional collections or deliveries, you can do, or you can skip that step. I'm not going to on this occasion. Then ask you for details. So goods type, I've got one package, and it's a package of bolts. It needs a small van, and it's going to ask me for some dimensions. So it's 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. There's one item and it weighs 5 kilos, for example. Hit that next button. That's then going to confirm that information. Summary page, and hit the request quote button, which will then send that over to our team to have a look at. If you then go back to the dashboard, you can then see that live quote is now sat there, price pending. Next thing to do is obviously if you wanted to make a booking, so exactly the same process. Instead of get a quote, we're going to click new booking. Same process applies, so we can just type in some information there. It is going to ask you, because it's a booking, it's going to ask you for contact details. So I'm just going to throw in some blank details there. And again, we're going to go to Westminster Abbey. Random address, but it is going to ask me again, and I can save the address, so for future references I can select some address that we've delivered to before. Shoot over to next. It's going to ask me, do I want to add any additional deliveries? No, I don't. Skip that over. I'm going to have to submit all the details. So I've got one package of bolts, 10 10 10, done it again, 10, one item, and it weighs 5 kilos. So I'm putting all the information in there, which makes it very easy for the team. It's then going to go on the system, confirming all my details, and I'm going to hit that request booking button, which will then fire that over to the admin system for the team to deal with. And if you go back into the dashboard, then you can then see that there is another live one on there. Now it's on as a quote because the price hasn't yet been confirmed, but that would then show as a booking with the price confirmed. So to show you a little bit more info on the left hand side, there's just another link there for get a quote. You can look at previous quotes. So here's some priced quotes that we've done over the time. You can see it's a test account, so there's a lot of test data in there. Here's an example of a quote with the price. I'm not going to click the button because the team will probably have a meltdown. But this line here, you can see that someone's come on and they've been putting some example stuff on the system. Because there's a price against it, I have an option here to book or mark as not required. If I click into it, it'll show me the information within there, which is obviously where it was from, where it was going to, and the details of the quote. And as you can see on the map, it's showing me the journey there as well. And same goes with quote history. So any quotes that have been booked or cancelled appear in the history page. So as you can see, we've got an abundance of information here from test quotes we've done in the past. So any quote that you put on the system will either show live or you can find it in the history. So it's got a record of everything you've ever asked for the price for. Same applies with bookings. So if I go onto the booking screen, you can see some current bookings that are ongoing. We've got 3 that are currently ongoing, and it'll tell you where the status is up to with them. So in this status column here, if that is already loaded and en route, that status would show loaded. So at any time you can see exactly where the job is at. If I click in there to show you, again, you can see the location on the map, and you can see all the information of the job there as well. And you can actually see that this one was actually on site for collection at 14:08, loaded at 14:08, so everything is time stamped as well for you. Similarly, as quote history, we've got booking history, so we can see all the historic bookings there that we've got on the system. And again, every booking you've ever put on the system will be visible on there. So if you're only just joining, but you've worked with us for 9 years, 9 years worth of data will be on that system for you. So you've got a full library of anything and everything you've ever done. Another function that we can show you is invoices. So this actually pulls directly from our accounting system. Obviously we don't invoice ourselves, so there's only test invoices on there, but it will show you any outstanding invoices. So if you've got any invoices on account that are not yet paid, it would list them on this page, and it would show you when they're due, what their amounts are, and so on and so forth. Similarly, once they're paid, it then falls into the paid invoices section where you can see invoice number, date created, and the status. And if you click on the view invoice button, it will then show you a copy of that invoice, which is downloadable should you need it. And then obviously finally, to wrap things up, is the settings. So if you click in the contact settings bit, this is all your information. So what you can see is your customer details, your email address, your phone number, your web address, any of your social media accounts. You can upload your logo, which then will put that onto the system so we can see it on that side of things as well. And obviously you can edit, add and remove any contact people that you wish to have on the system as well. But yeah, that's a really quick walkthrough of the Quickline system. I'm assuming we're breaking some of it down into small steps as well.
Absolutely.
Obviously, if you would like any more kind of information or training on this, reach out to the team. They'll be more than happy to spend 10-15 minutes just giving you a quick walkthrough via Zoom or Teams. But thank you very much for your support. This is a working project for us, so if there is anything that you want this to do that it doesn't currently do, please let us know and we can build that into our workflow for you. But yeah, thank you, and look forward to seeing you again soon.